Yeah, I had a feeling a lot of people said they weren't going to be here, so okay. Okay, you are muted. I think you're muted. Muted. All right. All right, yoga. So go ahead, find your mats. I am going to take it easy today, I think. So we'll take it easy. If you have your blocks are super good today. We'll maybe try some restorative stuff. So if you have a block, if you don't have a block, a book or a rolled up towel will work. And if you have straps, you can use a tie, a belt, a scarf. Just grab that. Okay, you might be off crooked over here. All right, we all ready? All right, so go ahead, let's close our eyes down. Kind of just find where you are today. We were talking about the heat, and actually, if you are outside or you don't have air conditioning on, yoga and heat, there is a hot yoga thing, which I love. You can do, the heat will help melt. There's Lori and Cliff. Oh, Sue, everybody's joining a little late. Hang on a sec. Our latecomers. All right, so, I think we're all in. Sue, you coming in? Joining, okay. So yeah, the heat's gonna be really good to help with your, to get your joints kind of like, they kind of melt everything. So you may be able to get a little bit deeper than you normally would. All over the place. Let everybody over there on Zoom World get themselves all situated too. All right, Sue and Cliff, we're gonna get going. So whenever you get yourselves ready, everybody else, we're gonna go ahead, grab your seat. You can close your eyes down. And let's all just begin by taking a big deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Again, big breath in through your nose, really fill up. Feel your belly expand, your ribs expand, your chest expand. Pause at the top, and then empty one at a time. Big breath in, fill up your belly, your ribs, your chest. Pause, and then empty your chest, your ribs, your belly. One more time, just like that. Big full breath in. Pause and empty. And then go ahead and see where you can soften this morning. If you need to make any movements, go ahead and make those movements to get yourself situated. My word of the day. And continue to relax and soften. So maybe in your face, maybe you can feel the separation between your teeth, your jaw, your eyes a little bit lighter, not as shut as tight. Shoulders draw way down from your ears. Crown of your head is lifting on up to the ceiling. Belly pulls in. Your sitting bones, maybe a little rock side to side. Feel your sitting bones on the floor. Keep pressing those sitting bones into the ground. Feel your spine lengthening, getting long and tall. Sue's having technical difficulties. Relax your fingers. Maybe even opening up your hands. Spreading them wide, feeling that space between your fingers. And maybe some circles with your wrists here, just waking things up a little. One way, then the other. Go ahead, relax your arms down. And then again with your spine nice and long, dropping your shoulders down. Just take your right ear over to your right shoulder. Continue to drop that left shoulder down so we're not scrunching anything on up. Keep dropping your right shoulder down as well. Both shoulders down. Just letting gravity do its work with the side of your neck. Notice your breath here and how that changes. And then take your right hand and just bring it to rest gently on the left side over by your ear. So we're not like tugging or pulling, just letting, again, the gravity of your hand and the extra weight. You should feel right on the right side or your left side of your neck a really nice stretch. And keep your eyes closed here and really feel into the sensation of it. But just notice if your mind is wandering to anything but what you should be feeling in your body, and just bring it back to the sensations in your body. So option here also to bring that left hand on down to the ground, and then maybe visualize from the top of your head all the way down your neck, your shoulders, your arm, this big great opening, almost like a wave rolling out. And then bring that left hand on up and just give yourself a little massage in your neck, your shoulders. Kind of feel around, notice what your body's doing here. Go ahead, relax that arm down. And then take your right arm, relax it down, and very slowly bring your head back on up to neutral. And if your eyes weren't closed, close your eyes down here now. And just notice what you can feel remaining of any sensations on that side of your neck. Maybe the warmth from where your hand was. Maybe that still feels stretch. And just observing what you're feeling in your body right now. Maybe observe what you feel on the other side. Keep drawing those shoulders down. And then now take that left ear, bring it down to your left shoulder. And again, just being with the sensation right here, not like hurrying up to move ahead, but recognizing what you're feeling here. Another big breath in. And then go ahead and take that left hand and just gently rest it on the side of your head. Feel all there is to feel there, right along the right side of your neck, your shoulders. Keep pressing your sitting bones into the mat, drawing your shoulders down. And go ahead and bring that right arm down to the mat if you haven't already. And feel that whole length, again, like the wave just rolling out. And then if you want, you can bring that hand up for massage. And notice what you're feeling on this side. You can take a finger and press it on in someplace if you feel a knot. Maybe just resting your whole hand there, maybe cupping and squeezing, whatever feels good. And release that arm down, other arm arm comes down, slowly bring that head back to neutral. Drop your shoulders really far down here. And then on your inhale, bring your shoulders on up to your ears. And then draw them down and back. So maybe if you were to try to touch them back towards one another. Nice and slow. We're going to take about 4 or 5 really big circles going at your breath. So as you go up, breathe in. Exhaling down. Really go super slow. Kind of hear every little crick and crack there is going on in there. And then when you've completed your set, you can go ahead and sit back up to neutral. You're all good there. Let's clasp our hands out in front of us. Point our palms out. Bring your arms all the way on up. Breathing in. Take a little gaze on up to your fingertips here, up to the ceiling, just as much as your neck will allow. And then exhale nice and wide all the way down. Again, hands clasped. Breathe in. Lift up. Exhale down. You can follow your gaze, your hands, your gaze lifting on up and down. Let's take one more. So again, if what I'm saying does not match with what you're doing, you do your own thing and just do you. Super. All right, that felt really good. All right, so let's see. This morning, let's do some seated spinal twists here still. So take that left hand over to our right knee and bring your right arm as you pull your belly in. Twist on over to your right. You all know this one. Keep dropping your shoulders down. And then if your eyes are closed, again, that's fine as long as you're focused on what you're feeling and not everything else going on. If your eyes are open, find your drishti, that one fixed point. Kind of notice what your default is here too, if you tend to open your eyes or close your eyes. And maybe if you tend to do more of one than the other, maybe try on the other one. So if you tend to focus and open your eyes, see if closing your eyes, if your mind wanders and if you can keep it focused. Inhale, create that length, really reach on up, and then exhale, twist and deepen a little more. Next inhale brings you forward, cross your right arm on over and a curl with that spine in between. If you want to make little movements, little rock and rolls, go for it. Inhale, lift on up, right hand stays beat, belly pulls in, left hand tucks behind and twist on over to your left. Again, what's your default? Are you closing your eyes? Are they open? Try something else on here. Inhale that length. Exhale, twist a little further. Again, just going as far as your body allows. Next inhale, come on forward. Cross your left arm over and another cat curl. Inhale, lift on up. If you have your blocks, grab your blocks now. We're going to take Malasana or a deep squat, and we're going to actually use it with the block. So I've been kind of playing with this at home a lot lately. So just put that block right underneath your bum. and then we're going to heel toe our feet on out, hands come to prayer. So normally you'd see us in Malasana and like this, but we're gonna just let our bum drop down and sit on that block. It may work, it may not. Take your elbows and use it to push the insides of your legs outward. So you're gonna feel a nice stretch in your inner legs. Toes in line with your knees. And then keep reaching the crown of your head right on up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Breath in again. Really fill up, expand. Feel the length, even how that breath gets into your vertebrae. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. All right, so hands come down to the floor here, if you can reach the floor. And then we're gonna just lift ourselves on up with our bum. You can heel toe your feet, and we're gonna take ragdoll from here. So let yourself hang heavy. From this side, actually I have to take this off. Sorry, okay. So from this side. You want to grab opposite elbows. You can have your hands, if you really bend your knees, keep bending your knees, and you're going to feel the release in your lower back. If your toes are gripping the mat, ungrip, release your toes on up. Again, opposite elbows. You can even grab your arms behind your legs as an option. You can put your hands on your shins. As long as your hands are, if things are connecting, you feel comfortable. And then slowly see if you can lift that tailbone on up to the ceiling. Maybe that'll create your legs to lengthen a little bit more, so good stretch for our hamstrings. And if it's too much, you can always just keep bending your knees. And of course we have our head upside down, so you know, if you've got like low blood pressure, this is going to be kind of fun. Here we go. So very slowly, one at a time, we're going to lift ourselves up to standing, one vertebrae lengthening. Super slow motion. I was like quick up to the top today, wasn't it? All right, so let's bring our hands to prayer. We're going to work on our mountain. So both feet hip width apart, rooted down into the floor. Kind of notice here, especially, like I said, if you've got issues with blood pressure, maybe you feel that little like whoosh, that lightheadedness. So just take a moment, find yourself sinking into the earth. Find your breath. Bring our arms on down by our sides. Fingers spread wide. And then inhale, lift your arms all the way on up. Sink your shoulders into their sockets. So we're extended mountain. Again, feet are both facing 12 o'clock. And then just like we're sliding down a wall, just bend those knees, sink on down into chair. Utkatasana, Utkatasana. We're gonna get all fancy with some Sanskrit names. Maybe sink a little deeper. Take a breath in. Bring your hands to prayer. Exhale, fold on over. Just bend back into that forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands on up to your shins. Create a long, flat back so the crown of your head's lifting forward. Your spine reaches back. Shoulders draw back away from your ears, even here. Gaze is right down in the ground, right in front of you. Breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale with your arms wide all the way on up. My glasses are not cooperating today. So we're back extended mountain here. Right overhead. Shoulders sinking in. Inhale. Exhale, sink again into chair. So if you want to play around a little and challenge yourself, you can also rock your feet up to your balls so that you're on the balls of your feet. Lift your heels on up for a little challenge. Kind of fun. And you can put them back down. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands to prayer. Fold on over again. Let your head hang heavy. Shake out your neck. Like a bobblehead. Inhale, bring those hands up to your shins and draw your shoulders back. And your knees are bent here, as much as you need to bend your knees. Breath in, breath out. Inhale. Exhale, sink on down again. Just let yourself hang. Get a great release for that lower back. And bending your knees as much as you need to. On your next inhale, bring your arms wide, sweep them on overhead. Let's bring our hands to prayer. Close our eyes down here. Notice how your breath is feeling. Notice if your heart rate seems to sped up a little. Notice if you're gripping your mat with your toes. If your shoulders have crawled on up. We're going to go right into balancing this morning, and then we're going to do like some yummy stuff on the mat later. So let's do eagle. We're going to do eagle legs first. So our legs are hips width apart again. We're still rooting on down. We're going to shift our weight so that our weight is into our left foot and our right foot is going to feel empty. We're going to take that right foot, and you can bring your arms down by your sides, kind of just give them that strong samastitihi arms. And take that right leg, just cross it on over your left. So your arms are still feeling your shoulders drawing long and wide down. So just our legs here first. If you can, maybe some people can tuck their toes behind, and then if you're bound too tight, don't worry. Even bending your knees might give you a little bit more stability. Inhale. Exhale, lift on up, unwind. Take a breath, go ahead. Breath in. Breath out. Back on down. Both feet 12 o'clock, hips width. Shift your weight into your right leg. Left leg empties. And then swing it on around. Swing it around. Keep dropping your shoulders down. Again, if you need to bend that right knee a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen, and back up. All right, so we'll bring our arms on up. We'll do our arms, and then we'll put it all together. So, right arm comes under, left arm over. Neither the backs of your hands together or the fronts of your hands together. Keep drawing your shoulders back, the fronts of your arms forward. Gaze straight ahead. Breath in. Notice the expansion in your back. Exhale. Breath in again. Exhale, unwind. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, halfway. As we exhale, left arm comes under, right arm over, bend at the elbows, and either the backs of the hands together or your palms together. And if this is like way too much, you can always just cross your arms. So our eagle in Sanskrit, this is Garudasana. Unwind. So here we are. We'll do our full eagle, starting with our legs. Maybe bend your knees a little bit here. Shift that weight into your left foot, emptying out your right. Right leg comes over. Arms come up. Right arm comes under. And eagle. Gaze straight ahead, the horizon or above. Notice where your mind's wandering. Breath in. Breath out, unwind. Back Samastitihi, arms down by our sides. You can close your eyes for a breath here. Kind of feel those quads working. So let's sink our arms down, or our knees down. Shift that weight into your right foot. Left foot comes around. Arms come up. Left arm under, right arm over. Garudasana. Shoulders continue to draw back, forearms forward. Check your hips. Maybe that left hip needs to draw back a little bit, keeping your hips square. Inhale. Exhale. Unwind, release. Super. Let's bring our hands to prayer. Eyes closed down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. All right, grab that block again. We're going to do triangle, Trikonasana. So we're going to step to the, your left foot is going to be parallel to the back of your mat. Your front foot steps forward. Okay, so a nice wide stance here. Arms straight on out. So right now our shoulders are over our hips. So we're in our warrior here. Warrior 2. We're going to reach forward with that block. That front arm, keep reaching. Reach, reach, reach. Draw your back hip back. Take that block, bring it right to the inside of your front foot. And you can use that with your hand. If you want, you can put it down on the side, whatever works for you. We're going to use that to rest, not really to dump into, but just as a support. Your fingertips just come to the top. Twist open your shoulders. So we're opening our chest, spinning our chest on open to the ceiling here. Your gaze is going to walk on up, and then lift your hand on up to the ceiling. Front knee has a nice soft bend in it. Maybe your gaze lifts on up towards that lifted hand. Keep pulling that top hip back so your left hip is stacking right over your right hip, like you're in a pane of glass between two window panes. Keep reaching. Keep breathing. Next inhale, come on up. You can move that block out of the way. Come on up. Hands come to your hips. Spin that right foot in so both feet are facing forward, maybe a little bit inward. Hands come to your hips. If you have your strap, you want to use your strap here. It's a good opportunity to do that. Or you can clasp your hands. You don't need the strap. Just trying to make it so it's accessible to everybody, really. You grab your strap. And if you grab your strap so that your hands are palms towards your backside, keep drawing your shoulders down here. Really feel them opening. Lift your chest on up. So we're gonna, normally we'd get right into folding here, so we're not gonna anticipate that just yet. Right now we're gonna open our shoulders. Breath in. Now just hinging at your waist. Hinge forward, pull that belly in, keep drawing your arms back. Soft bend in your knees. We're still we're not dumping our heads just yet. We're only halfway there. Reach the crown of your head forward. Tailbone back. Draw your arms back. And now go ahead, fold all the way forward. Keep pulling your arms away from you. Knees bent. Belly pulls in on your inhale. Come on, nickel my glasses. Come all the way up. All right, so now we're going to go ahead, drop our strap. Take your block into your left hand. Spin that left foot, so the left foot's forward, and your back foot parallel to the mat. Arms reach up, our warrior two. So keep nudging. Check your front knee too and make sure that it's not dumping and caving on in. Shoulders are stacked right now. Gaze right over that block. And now draw that back hip. Pull it back, straightening that front leg, not completely. Reaching forward as much as you can. And once you can't reach any further, then drop that block right to the inside. And you can adjust it, and then right arm reaches up. Keep spinning that right hip so our chest is open to the ceiling. I'm going to stay here for a good 3 to 4 full yogic breaths. Really get deep into those hips. Hamstrings, drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, using your core, reach all the way up, arms, oops, and move that block out of the way. So our arms are going to come by our side. Spin your palms on up. This time your toes are going to point out, so your toes maybe looking towards each corner of your mat. And then we're just going to sink on down into goddess, bending our elbows. Spread your fingers wide. Shoulders continue to drop away from your ears. Breath in. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Keep nudging your knees out. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, bring your arms down, heel toe your feet on in. And guess what? Let's have a seat on the mat already. If you have your strap, grab your straps. Oh, tangled. All right, so we're going to hit the mat. Go right onto your backs. And with your strap in your hand, you can bend both knees. We're going to take that strap with your knee bent and just hook it right onto your right heel. And one strap into each hand. Bring your forearms down to the ground. That left knee can have a nice soft bend in it. And kind of just be here for a moment. And keep relaxing your shoulders, so you're not going to be efforting with your arms at all here. Your leg and the strap are going to do all the work. So tell your shoulders to calm down for a minute. Okay, both straps into your right hand. Your left hand can actually come to your left hip. And then you're going to drop that right leg over to the side. Let's see if I hit the wall. So you're not supposed to use a wall, I just got a wall that's in my way here. Keep those hips square. Maybe again pressing a little bit more on that left hip. So maybe your leg doesn't drop where you want it to drop or think it should drop. Maybe you can keep using that strap to manipulate and pull it a little bit more towards you. But notice if you're clenching with your hands and it's creating the tension in your shoulders. Inhale, lift on back up to center, and then swap the strap into your left hand. Make sure that right shoulder is on the ground. So you may not go very far at all. We want to keep both shoulders on the ground. And then maybe that right leg will just drop on over to the left. Again, easing up on the strap so both arms can rest on the ground. Maybe you have your gaze look on over your right shoulder. Keep that foot flexed. Inhale, lift on back up to center. And then with your strap in each hand and your foot flexed up at the top, take your pinky toe and kind of just angle your foot about 45 degrees to the right. Come back to center, foot is flexed, now angle 45 degrees towards your big toe. You might feel the different muscles in your hamstring kind of reacting that way. Back to center. You can bend your knee, bring your knee on in. Maybe just give it a little bit of massage now, back and forth. You can put your hands in your shin or in the back of your thigh. So good. All right, so go ahead, stretch that leg long. And now that right leg, as you look at your right leg and left leg, that right leg feels maybe a little bit longer. So silly. All right, so bend your right knee. Hook that onto your right heel or left heel. I don't know my rights and lefts, you all know that by now. All right, so a moment here. Again, trying to bring the backs of your arms onto your mat. Kind of notice here what happened with your right leg too. So for me, and maybe this isn't true for you, but my right leg was able to extend a little bit more after all that stretches, whereas my left leg I had to bend quite a bit. So just observe if that happened in you. And if it didn't, that's okay. Maybe something else awesome happened. So both straps into our left hand. Right arm extends out. And then just go ahead and lower that left leg. You can also put that right hand on your right hip if you feel your hips rolling in. Keep that left foot flexed. We're going to stay here again for another 4 or 5 more of your breaths. Taking our time, nowhere to go, nothing to do, just be here. Inhale, lift that leg on up, and then grab and transition over to your right hand, left arm tees out. Drop it on over to the right again, relaxing that right arm. center, strap in each hand, and go ahead, tilt that left pinky toe 45 degrees. Back to center, and then just tip that big toe inward. So if you're not feeling anything like phantasmagorical here, it's okay. Come back to center. Bend your knee, let go of that strap, and go ahead, massage that hip, roll it around. Extend your leg long, arms come overhead, big full breath in. Point your toes, extend your fingers long. Hollow out your belly. Exhale, just melt it all in. So good. One more, full stretch in. And as you exhale, bring your knees on up to your chest. Let's roll around on our lower back again. So we're going to try a cow pose here. You're going to just cross your legs and then grab your opposite hands. And we kind of just do this little twisting thing. See if you can figure that out. Whatever you're figuring out, I'm sure it's great. It's fine. So this will actually stretch. When you get it, you'll go, oh, I felt something. And you're going to feel like right in the back in your IT band. So again, I just crossed my legs, grab the opposite hands. I think my right leg came a little bit forward. I did my right one. So if your right leg's more towards your chest, you're going to feel your right IT band. Keep dropping your shoulders down. And then bring your legs on out again. Cross your left leg in front. Yeah, that one's kind of funny. Either you're feeling or you're not. I don't know. I can't see you all so good. I got a lot of floors. That's good. All right, enough with that business. Bring your knees on in. Flex so your feet are facing up towards the ceiling. We're going to take happy baby. So come to the outside edges of your feet. If you can grab your shins, we're going to let our thighs sink on down. So our knees come outside. Press your feet into your hands into your feet. And then you can use your elbows to also give yourself a little bit of resistance. And then you push your legs back in. And then take some rocking and rolls. So again, notice where your default went. Is your eyes closed? Are your eyes up to the ceiling? And just observe if your eyes are closed. Again, are you going into your thoughts? All right, so option here. Now we're going to take our two peace fingers and we're going to hook our big toes. And then you're going to extend your right leg just slightly here. So much with our hips today, I know. Come on back in. Extend your left leg. Come on in. We're going to do the right leg again. Keep dropping those shoulders down and away so your shoulders aren't scooting on up. And maybe you're not really going that far, that's fine. Left leg. Bring them both in, and now we're going to extend both legs out. If your knees are really bent, you really need to bend your knees to get your shoulders to relax down. Breath in. Exhale. Sink deeper into your mat on your exhale. Good. Inhale again. Exhale, sink. Your next inhale, let's bring your legs on in. They probably need a good long stretch here. So again, bring them out long. Arms overhead. Bring that right knee on in. And we're going to take opposite sides. We're going to just twist across, take that left over to the left, arms tee out, and your gaze looking over to your right. Again, both shoulders should be on the ground. Come on, back to center. Stretch that leg long. Inhale your left leg on in. And bring it across your body to the right. Shoulders still on the ground. Gaze over to the left. Come on, back together to the center. Let's bring our soles of our feet together now, our Supta Baddha Konasana. You can maybe lift up. I find sometimes things kind of get like jumbled underneath. So if I lift myself up and then put it down so my shoulders can really sink underneath and pull away a little more. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart center. Your soles of your feet press in. And now take a big breath in through your nose. Feel everything rise. Exhale, open up your mouth. Feel your body sink. Inhale, feel your body rise. Exhale, sink. Two more, just like that. Full inhale. Full exhale. One more. Big inhale. Exhale. Bring your arms down by your sides. Your palms spin up. And then take your feet, bring your knees together and walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat so your knees will collapse in. So good here. And maybe you want to lift up your bum and then put it back down again. And take a moment here. Take a couple of breaths. And then wherever that block is, if you can find that block without it being too much of a production. We're going to grab our blocks. We're going to take waterfall, which we've done before. It's a nice restorative pose. You just lift up your bum and right under your tailbone there, you're going to take that block, bring your legs on up to the ceiling. Arms come down by your sides. Feet are flexed like you're walking on the ceiling. Again, maybe your eyes are closed down here. Just notice where your thoughts are going. One more breath in. Exhale, bend your knees. Plant your feet on the ground. Remove that block. And we're going to have a gift of a little extended guided Shavasana today. Just a little bit. So go ahead. If there's anything else you want to do to get anything out, stretch anything out, go for it. If you want to put some clothes on, like warmer clothes, a blanket. If you are in air conditioning, your body will cool down a little. So go ahead, find yourself lying on your back. If you like the way you felt with your knees collapsed in, you can continue to lay in Shavasana like that. Otherwise, extend each leg so that they're pointed at each corner of the mat. Through your nose, take a big breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. And we're going to just feel ourselves relaxing and sinking onto our mats here. So for the next 5 minutes or so, There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Just to relax. And again, I'm going to guide you through this, so I'll keep track of the time. Don't worry about that. To bring awareness to the top of your head. Feel your face soft and relaxed. The space around your eyes. Space between your brow. Feeling the smooth lines. Separating, softening. Feel the softness in your mouth, in your jaw. Be a separation between your teeth. Maybe even you feel your tongue kind of just listing in your mouth there as you are laying down. Maybe you open up your mouth and move your jaw side to side, back and forth, and then gently closing it, slightly parted lips. Your head completely relaxed. And now envisioning the length of your spine from your neck down to your tailbone, fully supported by your mat, soft and relaxed. Feeling the weight of your body, your back, your ribs. Envisioning your internal organs all functioning, doing what they need to do. Relaxed. Your hips, envisioning the rounded edges. Open, relaxed. Your bum and your mat, relaxed. Each of your arms, relaxed from your shoulders to your elbows to your wrists, relaxed. Your hands with nothing to hold on to, literally and figuratively right now, soft, relaxed. And again, down your legs, from your hips to your knees to your ankles, relaxed. Envisioning your feet, your ankles, your toes, relaxed. And now just scanning your body from your head to your toes, really feeling this feeling of relaxation, this calm, peace, with nowhere to go, nothing to do, but to just enjoy this feeling of relaxation. Now slowly coming back, wiggle our fingers, wiggle your toes, not in a rush, very slowly. Maybe making circles with your wrists, circles with your ankles. Bringing one knee on into your chest, followed by the other. Fetal position, rocking side to side, and then gently falling over onto your right side in that fetal position. And again, we're not in a hurry to go anywhere, just staying right here. And envision yourself sinking now on your right hand side, completely relaxed. Still nowhere to go, still nothing to do. And then using that left hand, press yourself on up to a seated position. Eyes are closed. Hands come to prayer at heart center. As you take a deep breath in, press your thumb knuckles into your sternum. Feel your chest rise. Exhale. Feel your heart softly beating in your chest. And then take this feeling of calm and peace. Carry your thumb knuckles to your forehead. And together we'll bow and say, Namaste. I told you I was going to take it easy on you.